Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Tsukihime. When last we left off, we finished up the alley incident with lovely Sachin, and we had a bit of a dream, but something tells me it won't be the last strange dream that we have. Just the first of many. Aha, foreshadowing. Anyway, let's get back into it, shall we? If I can not hit my table. 3. Inversion impulse. 3. Shiki-sama, there's a voice calling me. Please remain strong. I shall bring you something to drink. I sense the presence receding. Footsteps. It makes me realize that it is morning now. I open my eyes. There isn't anyone else in my room. I hear something ragged. What is that noise? Speaking, I realize that it was my own breathing. My body is drenched in sweat. A tiredness suffocates me as if I had just ran a long marathon. My head hurts because I saw that hideous dream. Yumizuka painted with blood and I staring at her in envy. A complete nightmare. There's something wrong. I managed to say this much, still breathing hard. Last night's dream still lingers in my head. It really was a horrific nightmare. I was just blanked out in my dream, as if I couldn't rouse myself from the nightmare if I tried. Shiki-sama. And then, Hisui rushes into my room. Hisui, did something happen? You didn't even knock. Are you awake, Shiki-sama? Yeah, I just got up. Good morning, Hisui. Thanks for coming to wake me. Yes. Good morning. Returning my greeting apologetically, Hisui approaches the bed. I have brought you something to drink. You do not appear well, so please drink it. Looking at it, it seems like she brought a drink on a silver tray like she did yesterday. I don't really feel bad or anything. I slept soundly and I feel refreshed. But Hisui stares at me. You seemed to be in a very poor state earlier. Shiki-sama, does the scar on your chest not hurt? No, not really. Well, maybe because of that terrible dream. I was really having quite a nightmare. I feel dizzy just remembering it. Hisui looks intently at my face. You see, Hisui, you woke me up. Yes, I am deeply sorry. What are you saying? Thanks, Hisui. You really helped me a lot. I really do mean that from my heart. If she hadn't awoken me, I might still be trapped inside that awful nightmare. I'll change and go to the dining room. Thanks for everything, and for giving me this drink. Sorry about that. No, you do not need to apologize. I will wait for you in the sitting room. Hisui silently leaves the room. To be honest, I really am quite moved. I thought she was truly without emotion, but she may just be poor at expressing them. She was so distressed over me having a nightmare. It makes me smile imagining her in such a hurry. Maybe it isn't that hard to see Hisui smile. Well, time to get up. I throw off the sheets and get up. In that instant, pain explodes through my body. It's from a much deeper place, aching with my heartbeat. Clenching the sheets, I somehow weather the pain. It fades away. There's nothing lingering. Perhaps just a sudden fit. Chest wound. I bring my hand over my chest. There is a great scar there, and even though it is healed, at times it still hurts like it did just now. The doctor said the physical wound is healed, but the mind must be replaying the pain over and over again. Why does that arm still hurt you, boss? Usually, the scar begins throbbing after I see a traffic accident or a dead body. The image of blood or death makes me recall the accident 8 years ago. Because of last night, I guess. The red back alley and the normal, smiling face of Yumizuka. My chest hurts. The image of Yumizuka doesn't leave my mind. But I don't know what I should do, what I can do. I can only live my everyday life. Shit. Swearing at myself, I roll out of bed. After changing out of my pajamas and into my school uniform, I head to the sitting room. Akiya and Hisui are in the sitting room. Kohaku-san is probably in the kitchen cooking my breakfast. Good morning, Nissan. Sitting on the sofa, Akiya greets me and looks at my expression. Good morning, Akiya. Returning her greeting, I head to the dining room. There really isn't that much time for me to stay and chat with Akiya, and I don't really feel like talking to anyone at all. Nissan, I would like to speak with you a little. Is that alright? That's fine, but please make it short since I don't have much time. I sit on the sofa across from her. And I will get straight to the point. Nissan, where did you go last night? Akiya looks directly at me as she asks. Kohaku-san probably did keep it a secret, but I guess it wasn't possible to hide being gone for 2 hours. Nothing. Just went for a walk in town. I'm sorry for getting back late, but it's no big deal. Since I don't want to lie to Akiya, I answer as evasively as possible. Just walking the streets is something. You are still a minor, so please do not wander out late at night. Even if you weren't, there have been a lot of disturbances going on. Disturbances? The killer skulking around town at night. Why? Why didn't I realize it? The killer that murders people and drinks their blood. The phrase perfectly matches Yumizuka's behavior yesterday. I shouldn't have to say this, but you shouldn't strain your body. If you come back with an exhausted face like last night's again, I'll get worried. If you're in trouble, please tell me. I may not be able to do much, but if you could... I don't want to think about it, but Yumizuka could be the killer terrorizing the town. Nissan, are you listening to me? Yeah. I'm listening. I hear Akiya's voice, but the only thing in my mind is the image of Yumizuka from yesterday. Akiya glares at me. So, you can't talk about your situation, Nissan? Yeah. It has nothing to do with you, Akiya. Right now, I can only think of Yumizuka. I want to be alone, and so I said that. You're going to keep your own way, is that what you're saying, Nissan? I understand. Well, please, feel free. If that's what you want, Nissan, I'll do the same. Akiya stands and walks out to the lobby. Shiki, is this acceptable? Acceptable? Is what acceptable? I believe Akiya-sama is deeply concerned about you, Shiki-sama. But I think it is difficult for her since she does not often talk about her feelings. I know. But right now, my head is full and I can't... I do feel sorry. Hisui falls silent. Shiki-san, breakfast! Kohaku-san's voice can be heard from the dining room. I stand up and head towards it. Shiki-sama, around what time will you be returning today? Since today's Saturday, no. It'll probably be in the evening. There's something I want to look for. I understand. Please take care until then. She bows deeply. After Hisui sees me off, I leave the mansion. There was no point in coming to school. Yumizuka Satsuki was treated as an absentee, and no one seemed to be the slightest bit concerned about her. Time passed without my realizing it. Perhaps Arihiko or Ciel Senpai came by sometime, but I don't really remember. Noon comes, and school ends. I have no idea. I have no idea, but I still have to look for Yumizuka. The sun sets. Even after running everywhere in town, there's no sign of Yumizuka Satsuki anywhere. I bite my lip angrily, but it's not anger over not finding her. 2 days ago, I'm mad at myself for promising such a thing in the first place. Help me when I'm in a pinch, okay? Yumizuka said that, and I answered lightheartedly. I would help as much as I could. Such an irresponsible answer. There's really nothing I can do. She said it hurt. I can't even find Yumizuka, painfully suffering in the cold darkness. The sun is setting. I don't want to admit it, but maybe I can only find Yumizuka after nightfall. I told Hisui I'd be back in the evening. Perhaps it's too early. I'll go back to the mansion and calmly think this through. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Hisui was waiting in the lobby. I'm back. Hisui, where's Akiya? Akiya-sama has not returned yet. Since she shall be late, we are to have supper first. I see. I'll be resting in my room until dinner, so I'll head to the dining room when it's time. Yes. Please rest until I call you. I turned my back to the bowing Hisui and walked towards my room. After supper, I sit down on my bed. The clock's hand shows 9 o'clock. Since leaving the mansion after 8 is forbidden, I cannot go outside any longer. But that's merely a rule. If I feel like it, I can easily go outside. Bye. See you at school tomorrow, Tonoka. Wrong voice. Oh well. I always forget about Sachin's voice, though it is funnily appropriate. What am I thinking? It's just foolish. I just can't comprehend what's happening to Yumizuka. I do realize she is the vampire serial killer causing all these incidents in town. But still, I cannot forget her last words she said in the sunset on our way home. Before I realize it, it's almost midnight. Lost in thinking about what I should do, I've passed some of the night wide awake. Shiki-sama, are you awake? Hisui's voice. Why is she up this late at night? I'm up, but why, Hisui? Yes, I was unsure, but if you were awake, I thought that I should tell you. Tell me what? Just a while ago, a call came for you, Shiki-sama. The message was that I'll be waiting in the park. Phone call this late at night? Yes, the call was ended before I could ask for a name, so I was unsure if I should tell you, Shiki-sama. No, that is... This doesn't require any thought. That phone call had to have been from Yumizuka. Thanks. But it's a little late, so I'll wait until tomorrow. She's one of my classmates, so I'll see her tomorrow. That is not true. There is something wrong with smiling like that with such a strained face. Stupid, I'm not lying at all. I'm fine. I won't go out this late at night. Aki would get mad, and you would get in trouble, so there's no reason for me to do that. Hisui descends into silence. The conversation between us dies. Shiki-sama, please do not push yourself too hard. Nah, I'm not pushing anything. I'll go to sleep, so please go back to your room. Hisui just looks at me. Well, good night. Not being able to endure her stare, I slam the door. Sheesh, can't hide anything from Hisui. I take my knife out of the drawer. I don't intend to necessarily use it, but I just feel better with it by my side. The park? Why would she call me out at this hour? Muttering, I think back to those foolish tales. Vampires can only move around during nighttime. So, supposing that's true, then Yumizuka didn't call me out at this hour. It's more like, if it wasn't this hour, that she wouldn't call me at all. Sorry, Hisui. Even I think I'm stupid. You told me not to strain myself, but I can't just sleep like this. Apologizing to the empty room, I quietly leave the mansion. Pant, pant, pant. I rest my body, burning from all the running. It's almost midnight. The park, located off the main road. Because of the serial killings these past several days, there is not a single soul to be seen around here. Thump. My heart beats loudly. My throat dries up from tension. If the phone call that Hisui received was from Yumizuka, then she has to be waiting there for me. The park is empty at night. There isn't a sound under the moonlight. I don't know why, but a chill runs through me. The back of my head numbs, a horrible chill as if my body freezes to my fingertips. I try to catch my breath. In contrast to my cold body, my throat is scorching. It's dry with thirst. I put my hand in my pocket. I just wanted a blade in my hand. Why? Just a faint headache, a low temperature. My mind is cool like ice. Something is strange. This park, it feels like something bad is around here. Just what am I afraid of? I shake the headache off and walk deeper in. There's no one around. A terribly dark and lonely place to meet someone. There, someone is crouched. breathing raggedly, her face pale white as she scratches her throat in pain. Without a doubt, it is Yumizuka Satsuki. Yumizuka? Her figure is tormented. Without a thought for what happened last night, I run towards her. Wait. Wrong voice. Sorry. Yumizuka stops me with a word. Wait, Shiki-kun. I'm glad you came, but I don't want you any nearer right now. Please, don't come any closer. Her breathing looks painful. Her body convulses as she speaks, as if she's about to collapse any second now. Don't be stupid. I'm not going to leave someone looking as painful as you alone. No, I'm okay. You came, so I'm fine now. Forcing herself to smile, or forcing herself up, Yumizuka smiles at me. What's going on, Yumizuka? Why haven't you been home? What was that about yesterday? Why that? That what? Oops, sorry about that. Just bought my pop filter. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. That, you know what I'm talking about. If you mean yesterday, well, you saw what happened. I told you I killed those people, didn't I? She answers frankly. It's almost as if she's laughing at my feelings of denial. Then, the recent killings in town were all your doing, Yumizuka? I don't like to say it, but that's the way it is, yeah. What the hell do you mean that's the way it is? It's just the way it is. It's one of my favorite tracks from Red Dead Redemption. Not my very favorite, but I liked it a lot. Or Red Dead Redemption 2, excuse me. I killed those people and I'll keep doing the same thing. I can't just lie about it, can I? Yumizuka, you... Please, stop calling me that. I'm calling you Shiki-kun, so it's only fair for you to call me by my first name too. What? I take a deep breath. Yumizuka is still like before. Even though she acts like she used to, she says some pretty scary things. When I think about it, I look foolish. I could never talk to you like this for all the years I watched you from afar. Yumizuka? I was always watching you, Shiki-kun. Even before I was saved in that warehouse, I was always watching you. I'm really a coward. I always just agreed with the people around me and smiled because it seemed right. Before I knew it, everyone was treating me like an idol. So, school wasn't fun for me. But that changed after you talked to me in the second year of junior high, Shiki-kun. Eh? Nah. It's not something you'd remember. How can I put it? You were always natural, never showing off. Probably you didn't even think about what you said back then. What can I say? Just as Yumizuka says, I remember nothing. I don't know what I said to her, or even if I had talked to her back then. It's okay. Don't make a face like that. You were only hanging out with Inui-kun, so it was normal for you to ignore other classmates. But that was okay. I was happy just being in the same class as you, Shiki-kun. It was my goal to talk to you and let you call me Yumizuka-san. Now that I think about it, it was too small of a wish. She recalls, nostalgically, those ancient days, like she's remembering something that happened a long time ago. I was always watching you. You knew you'd never notice me, but I watched you anyway. Well, to be honest, I'm happy, but do you like me, Shiki-kun? How can I answer her right now? This choice. For some reason I was thinking there was, I'm an idiot. For some reason I was thinking there was a different choice. But I'm going to end the episode here and leave this little bit up to your imagination. Do we like her? Maybe. I like her. Do we hate her? I don't hate her, but Shiki might. Or can we answer? Which, it is a hard question to answer, so maybe we just don't have an answer for her because no matter what we answer, she won't be happy with it. Well, that's for next time, and I hope to see you all there.